Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorials, Tips, and Tricks. My name is Dreld, and in this episode I'm going to be talking about keybinds. Now keybinds are very handy and very useful. One of the main advantages to a keybind is it allows you to keep your focus on the game, what's going on out here, instead of having to watch your mouse to make sure that it got to the right skill. This means your focus is not going to be going up and down, back and forth, back and forth. Now if you'd like to set a keybind, go to Main Menu and Keybinds. This will show you all the keybinds you have set or have not set yet. Now, an easy way to do this is to mouse over the spot, the skill, and then you can right-click, it will clear the old keybind, and then you can just enter the new keybind. This also works for these bars up here. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind. When I'm setting keybinds, I like to group them together, so similar binds will be for similar skills. For example, I have my skills that deal with my focus target up here. So all of these are shift, then plus a number. So anything to do with my focus is going to be shift plus a number. Now this bar here is normally not enabled to be seen. However, I can still use the skills on it with the keybind. I just won't be able to see them. I have my focus, which is a button on my mouse, clear focus next to that button, and then mouse over focus, which is the original button plus control. Now another thing to keep in mind is I like to use modifiers and numbers. So for 1, the keybind 1, I could have 1, Shift 1, Control 1, and Alt 1. That gives me 4 different options for one key. Another thing is you don't have to use just the numbers. You can use letters. You can see Control E, E, and Q. Now for this character, it's still a pretty young character, so I'm trying to keep a lot of keybinds open for skills that I'll be getting later on until I know what I'm working with. But if you want to plan ahead, or if you already have a high-level character, then what you might want to consider doing is unbinding E and Q. Now, normally E and Q is strafe. However, if you want to turn somewhere, you can just turn your mouse and then run forward and you'll turn in that direction. So it's a little bit redundant to have D and A as your turn. You can accomplish this with something else relatively easily. So if you bind strafe to the right to D and strafe to the left to A, it will then open up E and Q right next to your fingers. Now R and F are already close, but this will double them. Another thing you could consider doing is if you don't run backwards very often, if you think about it and you don't think you really need to run backwards anytime, then you could bind E to forward, R to the right, W to the left. This now means that you have Q, A, S, D, F, T, and possibly even G all right next to your fingers. Alright, so this will bring an end to this episode of Tutorials, Tips, and Tricks. My name has been Dreld. Thank you for watching.